inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me's a road ahead of full prophecy. To be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.
Good Sunday morning, guys. So we're going to be working a little bit on his amp rack this morning. We're going to try to get as much done as we possibly can. So my goal is the amp rack itself for the big boy. We're going to make a shelving unit with some L channel. Get rid of this MDF. He's got that there for leveling at the moment. We got his 4-channel in, so we can mock up where we want to do our placement. We got to run the power wire. We'll try to get that done. I'm going to strip the carpet off of here. I got new fabric, so I can strip it, clean it, drill my holes, refabric. Same way with the side. His power is in. I already notched out a little bit for the batteries, so they sit in here. We finished off the wood on both sides here. So, yep. So we're going to be working on the butt end. I got to work on his bus bars. Get that in, but I want to mock up all the amps first so I know how to run all my wires, get the fusing done, figure out where I want to place my fuses. Yeah, it's going to be a good Sunday today. So we got a lot of work to do. Brad bought me some steel L channel. Started actually working a little bit on it behind the scenes a little bit to see how it would work. It's 1.5 by 1/8 thick to hold the weight of that big amp. That big amp weighs about, it's about 65 to 70 pounds. She's a beast. But we're going to go ahead and get this worked on. Gotta work the fabric here. So once I get everything mocked up, gotta tear it back out. I'm gonna strip all this down, sand it in the back as well, kind of clean it up, make it smooth, make it nice, because I mean, there's, as you can see, there's like a bunch of old holes in here in the fabric. So we're going to try to make it look nice and neat. Went to Joann's, picked up some stuff. So we're going to be working on that. I'm going to try to capture as much as I possibly can. I got to get moving on this thing, trying to meet the deadline for Brad to get this thing off my lawn.
I got a gift, put your man on the track. I'm sick like halitosis, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, atrocious flow. Mind sharp with an Excalibur, with potential to spit with the power of a 50 caliber. No silencer, I'm quick to forest fire and spread unexpectedly, so you never neglected me, cause I come correct, so you better respect it, nigga. My rhyme's sick, so the flow is infectious, nigga. Watch what you say, don't let the finger molest the trigger. I'm feeling good like sex, I'm protected, yeah.
Alright guys, so already done mocked up the left and right. We've got the back L channel in. Got it angled up. I cut this one down on the back end because this was an inch and a quarter high. This is the left side where its power's at. So even though I'm sitting on a 3/4 inch platform, I made it 3/4 inch to make sure it's flat. So that way this metal clears any kind of power whatsoever on that side. I mean, the power connector should sit about like that much higher. So that way it clears, no chance of shorting out. This is the right side over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these brackets, create the shelf on each side, and then we're going to run a flat face to complete the shelf, bolt it in to each side. So that way when Brad gets it home, he can unbolt this, take it all apart. We're not welding it together. We're not doing any of that because he has to still access the wires in the back. So we're not welding the brackets together to make one solid shelf. So that way he still has access. So we're going to get these all mocked up and in on both sides. I'm going to cut the front face, get that done, get it all level, seat it, test it, make sure we're good. And then I'm going to take these side panels off, take the amp back down, strip all the carpet off, drill my holes wherever they need to be. I'm going to mock all that up on where the runs are at. And then we'll recarpet, make it nice and neat. I'm going to sand that, like I said, I'm going to sand down the front to flatten out all the old holes. I got some wood filler in there. I'm just going to fill those old holes in, keep the holes that I need that are mocked out, and then we're going to recarpet, reface it, make it nice and pretty for him. So we're moving along little bit by little bit. So we shall see you here in a minute. Thing. There's a thing. There it is. It's in there. All I gotta do is I gotta trim down the bolts for this side and this side. Make sure it's like flush as much as possible so you don't see it. But, let's try it out. See if they fit. Deal. Good deal. Good deal. Right in the middle. That son of a bitch ain't going nowhere. I could probably sit on that damn thing, but I ain't going to because I ain't got all the screws in. Yep. We got clearance. Oh, yeah. Looking good, guys. Just coming along. Got clearance. Somebody's going to be pretty. And this is what I'm working with. Let's take a little walk. Got all my measurements. And there it is. It's upside down at the moment because I'm taking measurements. That's the 16K. That thing is long, 38 inches long. And as you can see, the back plate has, I don't know if you can see through the plastic. The back plate has plenty of holes for breathing. So, yep. It's almost time to get her in there. All Bad has to do, once I get this all mocked up and done, he can take it, paint it, do whatever the hell he wants to do with her. Coming along, guys, coming along. Almost there. Yep. Looking good. So you can't complain about that. The only thing we have to do now, since I got that mocked up, I'm gonna cut the bolts down and then rip the side panels back out, take the 4-channel back down, strip the carpet, sand it down, glue it back up. It's got a little bit more touching up to do. I got to grind this side over here down a little bit because I just slapped that in off the angle just to make sure everything sits. As you can see, he has the lip here. We grounded down this side over here. so that way it clears the power. So, and he has a little gap here for airflow. Probably put a fan here, so that way, I mean, the amp's going to be stood off a little bit to match the height. Because we're going to take whatever we have left of the bus bar aluminum. I'm going to make standoffs for the forward channel. So it's going to sit up, but to make sure that airflow is all the way around, we're going to leave that gap in between here. And whenever I go to mount the amps, so that the board don't slide anyway, the amp feet are going to go through the steel anyway. We're going to bolt it in, so the wood will be bolted down too, so it doesn't shift. So at least that way, he has a channel for air. But we're working on it, and he's got plenty of clearance up underneath the batteries, so we're safe there. Come along, and we can run our wires through and up, and through and up. Yeah, come along, guys, come along. Like I said, once I get this all put together, he's got to tear it back down. He wants to paint the steel. That's up to him on how he wants to do it. Take a little sticker off. But we'll clean her up. But yeah, come along. Be right back. Again, be right back.
Take a sip of this Henny, homie. Take a sip of this Henny, homie. Do me a favor, though. Leave your keys. And leave your cell phone, too. This ain't my favor, it's for you. Listen. Dreams of being my own man, so independent. Holding the hand of my other half, I call it living. If history repeats itself, let me explain my future with the good times through reminiscing. A few changes though I like to mention. I want the mind I have now in the future, no lack of definition. Don't get lost in the bottle, homie, just pay attention. I'll save your life if you got a minute. Started spending much needed time with that family of mine. Got my feeling back and started walking, remember the time I was sitting in that wheelchair with nothing but a smile, looking at the same chair like, how you like me now? Because I beat it, I really beat it. I can't believe it, I'm the man, giving everyone something new to believe in. I defeated these evil demons, the people screaming. I woke up to take a pee and realize that I'm not dreaming. If there was any way to write my future, I hope I'm doing it right now. If there was any way to write my future,
Back at you, team. We did a few other things. We got the carpet back in, got it upholstered, started locking everything back into it. Got the bottom battery base upholstered, got that done, nice and neat for him on the trim here. Got his trim piece back in for him, got it all tucked underneath. Got that done over here. So we're making some headway. I got his sideboards cut out for him, got that upholstered. Oh shit, I got my garage set up. I forgot I did that. There's the diamond plate that might be going into blue. Old blue. Projects. Yeah, baby. Alright. There's the amp. Don't mind my cluster. There's his batteries. And then there's the sides for the back. Got the hardware on for the amps. Got everything drilled out, reupholstered for him. Got to put them back in. Now we're moving on to wiring. Start mocking up all the wire. Fuses are going here. The runs are coming in. There's the coming off the batteries. Ground, positive, fuse for the batteries coming from the alternators. I got a fucking mess going on, guys. Yep. And all of his RCAs, full package of recoil RCAs. He did bring some PVC over. He tucked it in the back end. He wants to run a PVC pipe going from the front to the back, so he can tuck and maintain all of his wires. So, yeah, we're working on that today. Like I said, I've been trying to get as much content as I can for you on this project. I'm involved in 3 projects right now. I got my own, I got Brad's, I got my brother's. We're going to replace the wire for the subs. So, because the wire has to go from this side, under, over to the big amp, and there's this PVC pipe that he's got it. Once I get all this put together, guys, he gets it home. He's got to tear it all back down so he can run all of his wires. He's got to clean up all the RCAs and everything in the back. So he got this PVC pipe tucked back in here. He's going to run everything from the front through the PVC and have it mounted here on the side. Keep it nice and neat, and he can run his RCAs, his speaker wires, and everything from the cabin. So, yeah, it's almost done. My job is almost done. So, yep. Like I said, I'm just involved in all kinds of stuff, guys. My brother's been upgrading his truck, Big Red. He just put 4 McMahon alternators into his truck, made a custom bracket himself. So I got to get over there this weekend. Today's Friday, so we're going to go over on Sunday because he's got some plans on Saturday to work on his truck. Get the wiring done on that thing. I'm just getting dragged everywhere. But, hey, it's basehead shit. That's what we do. This is what we love to do. So, but I'll holler back at you guys once I get some more stuff done. Like I said, this is going in blue. This is going to be for a later project for blue. Whenever I do the sub upgrade, I got to get a hold of Drew Jones, figure out where my my design is at. But yeah, some nice blue stamped diamond plate. Don't ask me where to get it. Don't do it. But yep, we're going to upgrade her here soon. She's been sitting in here all dusty, dirty. Poor baby, getting abused. She needs cleaned up. Look at that shit. But anyway, yep, we'll get back to you. I'll bring you some more content, and hopefully Brad likes it, because he's definitely invested a lot of money into revamping this used up polished turd, as I want to call it now, because it was a turd when it got here. Now it's just a polished up turd. But he'll enjoy it. He'll enjoy it. So he's got to work on everything in there. I got to pull the subs, wire up the subs. Like I said, I'm doing all the wiring, clean up the wiring in there. So, but we'll be back, guys. All right. Ciao. Okie dokie. Spaghetti time. And there's that thing. So, I got the PVC in for him. What do you say? Tacked it, glued it. I thought I had a brace, but I didn't. But it's okay. So we tacked it here, and I glued it in to hold that puppy in. So yeah. Of course, you know me, I couldn't wait. That was supposed to be Brad's little ordeal, but I did it for him anyway. I'm just trying to get shit done, guys. Because without all this stuff, I understand that he's supposed to tear everything back apart whenever I get it in. To be able to do all this, I figured, what the hell. He brought me the PVC. I got the whole saw for it. So I ran everything. There's his RCAs. Big old thick remote wire. I'm going to separate that into remotes. Here's the 2 speakers. This is accessory in case if he wants to add any kind of LEDs or anything in the back. Now I will leave this up to him. He needs to clean this up, figure out how he wants to run that. So here's all the new stuff here, and he has to take everything off the dash to get rid of all that old shit. Just the tear amp and all this. Yeah. That's, yeah. And then I started working in here to run the new sub wires. As you can see, one of the subs is out. I did check that subwoofer, and all the subwoofers are good except that one. It's definitely that one. The surround on it, because of the pressure of the chamber, it looks like it just shredded the shit out of the surround. So if he wants to recone it, he can recone it or whatever, or put some glue in there. So now we're just walking around aimlessly in the yard. It's been a little bit bad weather. We had thunderstorms last night. So, but yeah, we got a few other things I got here. Brad did show up for about an hour. So I handed him his pieces for the amp rack. So we had to shove everything in here as I was trying to hurry up and get everything done yesterday before the rain. So there's the Sundowns U series, beefy little bastards. We painted his brackets white, the visible brackets for the amp rack. So got that done. Like I said, I made the wire for his accessories. Take the two wires, I clamped it off on my little dolly there. I run my wires out. Then you take a drill with a hook on the end of it, clamp it, spin it to make that spinny type wire. My garage is a mess, guys. And I made his two little half shells. I'm gonna carpet those so he could hide his wires coming in. Yep, we ran all of his wiring there. Then what I want to really get done today is I did make him the fan spots for the big amp. I got the PC fans right there, and these are those are the hydraulic bearing type fans for computers. So yep, so I just got to rework the end there. Beep, 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 beep. So yeah, but I did look it up. It is yellow and black. I looked it on my fans when I ran mine. So I just got to get those done. Then I got a probe to it's a circuit tester. Whenever we get the amps in, especially the big amp, you use a circuit tester. You clamp one side to the positive, then you touch the probe to the positive, and you slowly charge the capacitors, so that way you're not, bang, you ain't frying yourself up whenever you hook any kind of big amp up like that. You definitely want to pre-charge the capacitors first before trying to hook up power or trying to hook up a fuse. Yeah, I see a lot of people doing it. They're scared of doing it. Oh, look, there's a little hook I use to make the wires. Yeah, so what I do is I take the wire and I hook it. And I hook it to that. Run the two for this hook. Tie it off on this. Bingo. All right, so anyway. But, yeah, you always want to, I mean, this thing can save you a lot of trouble and fear and time and ruining your amp, because when you hook up on big amps too, if you're going straight from the wire to the amp while the wire is charged, you're going to create a hell of a niche from the arc onto the amp, and you're going to ruin your chrome plating. It's going to shock the shit out of it. So yeah, so get yourself one. They're only a couple bucks, and it has a little light in there, and it uses the light to slow charge, passes the current through that light to slow charge them capacitors and amps. So yeah, take your time, do it, but we're making some leeway. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. So there's those. I took the hardware off so he could paint them. Yeah, we're all over the damn place. I think he brings me like shit like this. try to utilize because he's on a budget. He's getting tight with money now. See? But I'm not going to use any of it. I had some spare stuff of my own, hooking him up with my wire to make sure everything matches instead of piecing it all together, because that's what we do when we try to help each other. Here's all my equipment here, and there's all his stuff, you know. Yeah. So it's like he went out, so now he's got a spare belt because this one was just a little bit too long whenever we modified the alternators. I mean, it still grips, but it slips just a little bit. Here's his original belt. So there's that. So now he has an extra belt, but he's got stuff over here that I'm not even going to use. You know what I mean? Because I want to make sure that he's able to be matched with all of his wires. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You got to recycle some wire here. You know, I mean, that's pretty good copper wire. You know, I ain't bitching about that. Look at that damn thing. But either way, I mean, I want him to match. I want him to look good. He invested a lot of time and money into it. Just try to start demoing his own product. The only thing that he ain't going to be demoing on his own product just yet is the subwoofers. So he is using the Sundown use right now. But yeah, he's trying. He's trying. And I want him to match with the... We started off with the blue and the white, you know. So the only thing that's going to be off-put is... You ain't even going to see this. Is the sub wire. I mean, when he bought the wiring, I thought I had some more blue and white for the subs, but you ain't even going to see them. They're going to be tucked up underneath here. The amp's going to be up here, and his batteries are going to be in the way. So that's the only wire that is not going to match out of this whole damn ordeal. But yeah, there's the accessory wire that you make twist the shit out of it and then let it sit. So yeah, it's getting closer, guys. I'm gonna start slamming stuff in. But yeah, from what I wanted to do yesterday, I got sidetracked, and I said to hell with it. I ran his PVC for him, cut his hole out, and his other hole is up in here, little cheesy ass shit right up against the seat belt. Yeah, man. So whenever you put your seat back in, well, my seat's still off the rail, so whenever he puts the seat back in, yeah, thing's going to see it right there. Now, he does have a plug. He says he has a rubber plug that goes in the inner diameter. So he's going to drill out the center of the rubber plug. He's going to feed all these wires through that rubber plug, so that way the pressure from inside the cab does not ride through the PVC pipe. So yeah, he's got that taken care of because he knows about it. I know everybody's going, oh, he's letting all the pressure out into the back. No, he's not. He's got a rubber gasket, or he's going to fill it. You know what I mean? So he's good. And there's the Sundown 6x9s. He's going to, when he gets his own line out for the Valentine Audio 6x9s, he's going to replace those. We replaced the wires in here. We're going to clean this mess up. I'm going to put grommets on the ends. Or not grommets, but ferrules. Because whoever wired this up, they were just like shoving the wires into the plugs, and as you can see, they're hitting the basket and everything like that. Not safe, not safe. You know, clean up your wires. Don't have them all frayed up. And if you're doubling up wires, double them up with a ferrule that'll fit. You know, if you got to snip a little bit of wire off to make it fit, okay, so be it. But yeah. So we're going to try to get some more. This is all me, man. This is all me. I think I had about maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of Brad's time out of this whole project because he's been busy. His uncle is sick, which I totally understand. He's got a family. But yeah, I mean, when he anticipated to be here to help me out with this thing, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I get it. I get it. He has a wife. He has a kid. You know, and he works. He works too. Full-time job just as well as I do. But I have the opportunity to come out my back door and do this, and he has to travel Stoonville over. But yeah, I mean, I was anticipating a little bit more assistance from it, but we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll hook him up, and then, you know, it's just me. I can't leave something alone. I can't stand still for 5 minutes. As you can tell, I've been walking around my damn yard the whole time. Because I'm trying to anticipate the weather so I can start something. But yeah, I mean, it's getting there. I know what he wants, and I'm able to do it, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done so I can move on without having to work, you know, double time to try to figure out what the hell he wants to do or wait on him. At least he's communicating with me. That's the biggest point. It ain't like he's sitting there ignoring me when I say, hey, give me a call or show up or whatever. But yeah, I mean, at least he's communicating with me. We talk about it. I throw ideas at him. He throws ideas at me. I say, okay, here's the deal. You're adding more work to me to make it look better, and I can do it and more efficient to get it done. If you want me to do it, here's the way I want to do it. And he just okays it. If he doesn't okay it, then I'm stuck. You know, especially because he's running out of time. He has health issues too. He got trapped in the hospital for 2 days. So I understand. But I'm getting tired. I'm old, man. I hurt. My joints are achy. I mean, my God. But yeah, we're getting there. It's going to look good whenever I'm done with it. And he can take it home and do whatever. I hope he enjoys it. I hope his wife enjoys it. I hope his kids enjoys it. I hope his dog and cats enjoy it. I hope his hamster enjoys it. Whatever. But this is what we do, guys. We hook each other up, man. And it doesn't matter what product you're running. It doesn't matter what subs you run. As long as you enjoy it. That's all that matters. I don't give a shit if there explodes. Sony explodes. Oh my God, come on. But anyway, but you got to do what you got to do for the money that you have. Just enjoy it, guys. Don't bang on each other. Don't sit there and rag on each other saying, oh, well, you suck because, you know, your system is garbage because you're not running this brand, you're not running that brand. It all comes damn near from the same place. There's only 2 places all this shit comes from. Korea, China. Whenever you see that made in America bullshit, it's assembled in America, or they put it together in America. They order a part from somewhere else, and they put it together here. It's all the same stuff, man. It's just different. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive. Just because you spent $10,000 compared to a $4,000 or a $2,000 system, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's your hard-earned money or whatever the hell you did to earn your money. I don't want to know. If you're standing on a street corner, I might wave at you, but I'm not stopping. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, just enjoy it, guys. And that's what it's there for. I mean, like I said, when it got here, it was a turd. When it leaves here, it's going to be a polished turd. When he gets it back, it might be a glamorous turd. I don't know. If he wants to wrap it, if he wants to paint it, I mean, he's got a lot more work to do. But that's what his budget allowed him to do. So, but I'll be back, guys. Like I said, today's Saturday. I'm going to take my wife out for her birthday. So we're going to see what we can do. You know what I mean? Get some more stuff done. Other than that, bass on, bang on, get loud, earn your tinnitus the way I did. Yeah, well, explosives did that. Fireworks. I'm also a pyrotechnic. I do all kinds of shit. But yeah, just enjoy yourself. And have a good day, guys. And I'm going to see what I can else get done for you and give you a little quick video of what we've done. And hopefully we can get this thing off my lawn. All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys later. And have a good day. All right, you savages. There's a little update for you. Got some wire ran. Got his brackets painted. And there's the 4K back in. RCA is all tucked behind. Nice and hidden. Made him a little cover. Half crescent cover for the wires coming out the side here into the 4-channel. So you can't see those. Got his remote wire ran. Now I just got to work on power. Getting the batteries done. Get them in. Get everything powered on. Yeah. So today's Sunday. Beautiful day. Basehead Sunday. So I did some of this morning. Sorry I didn't capture most of the work, like making the half moon there for him to hide his wires and putting the amp back in. Just trying to get as much done as I can this morning because I'm headed over to my brother's to go work on Big Red. So we got this in here. So once the seat's back in, so there's this PVC I ran for him, clean up his wires. Yeah, so it's coming along. I'm almost done with it, hopefully. I still gotta do the sub in the back, put that back in after running this wire across here. You won't see those because the big amp's going to be on top. Got to work on the power wire before I slap the big amp in. So yeah, this side is practically done. I mean, I made him extra holes in case of later down the line something happens, he has to put another pair of wires in. As you can see there, his RCAs are in, everything's tagged for him. That's remote, he knows what that is. He can hook up his RCAs however he needs to see fit from the head unit, left, right, up, down, BABA start, you know what I'm saying? But there we go, we're making some good progress. His front bracket is still in the garage. That'll be the last piece that goes in before I drop the big amp. I still got to work on putting the fans in on the board for the big amp. So we're going to be working on that later. Like I said, I'm headed over to RJ's, over to the big garage to work on Big Red. Help RJ wire up the new alternators that he bought. There's this Sundown. Yeah, I got to work on these next. Getting the fans in and getting them wired up for that. So, yep. So those are done, upholstered. 2 fans for the big amp. So, and then those puppies. Already got my bus bars marked. I got to drill them, tap them. I made riser legs for the 4-channel amp, so it's rised up so everything can be hidden underneath it. So that was fun. Took a little bit of spare aluminum and made the risers for the amps so they hover up. He's going to get a fan. He's probably going to get a fan. Put it on this side so to blow across the 4-channel later in time, and we'll hook it up to the ground and remote to turn the fan on when the amp comes up, so that I'm saving him a good space on this side. That's why we didn't do a channel on both sides to make it look even, because he's going to get a flat blow through fan for that amp. So yep, there's a little update for you guys. Sorry, been busy man. I'm just trying to get all this stuff for you. So that's a little update there. Stay tuned, like always. You know what I mean? All right. Ciao.
Stacking like them towers, make a meal, stand at the top and flip my finger till you cowards. Now all the SBEC to my name, G, I'm talking 100,000 bent francs when I gain green.